To another settlement video, and as you can see right in front of you, we got something kind of funky and weird going on. As you saw from the title, it's supposed to be a spaceship. A couple of months back, I saw another video on YouTube, or another person on Facebork who had done their own kind of spaceship build, and it kind of inspired me, and so I kind of decided to do my own. This is very loosely based on just, I don't know, spaceship designs from the TV show Stargate. They had a couple of different ones that were Earth-based, and this is kind of a cross section between Stargate SG-1 and Stargate Universe. Style-wise, or I should say texture-wise, color-wise, whatever. We got the Destiny from Stargate Universe, and otherwise looks more like kind of like one of the regular Earth ships. They had a few of them, and it's kind of more or less what I was going on for design here. As you can see, we are at the Starlight Drive-in. Why did I choose this place? I guess because it's nice and wide open, and also because if you look on the top of the building over there, there's a little UFO, and I don't know, just seemed kind of fitting. So, this is, as you can see, very, very large, and it is actually fully suspended in the air. Nothing is connected to anything on the ground. I think I started out just by jumping up in the air with a single platform and kind of built from there. And initially it was actually much larger than this. I think there was probably about, if you look at the wall panels there, maybe like another 3 or 4 panels extended out that direction. It was just becoming too big. And I mean, you look at it already, like it is ginormous, so you know, just imagine the greater, larger scale of things. And yeah, you can see how overboard I had gone to initially, so scaled it back, went through a couple of different designs for the landing gear here, and just kind of defaulted on this. Went with kind of these angled panels that can both double as landing gear, as well as you got the little lighted section there, so it seems like I don't know, anti-gravity drives or something like that that help hold it up. And we'll take a look on the back once we get there in about an hour, because of how long this thing is. We actually do have some engines. We have some FTL drives, faster than light speed drives, right here on the side. And then back here we actually have propulsion. We do have some little fire jets coming out the back there that do provide some forward thrust. We even put some moving parts in there, and as we go on later on, I'll take a closer look at them and describe exactly how it is I built those. Using a whole bunch of various parts. As you can see, there's a whole bunch of stuff kind of mishmashed in there, and then we got the rear end here of the FTL drives. Don't know why I went for blue and red for the fronts and backs, but just kind of did. That's what I went for. Oh, and that guy just fell. Oh well, sucks to be him. There's no real way to get into this thing without flying, so we are going to jump on up and see if we can get into the door there. So right now we are on top of one of the FTL drives, and we have our little docking bay there. It does have some inner and outer doors. We can go ahead and close those and open it up and come on in and take a quick look. So unfortunately, that doesn't go along with the doors when you open it. Just kind of like hangs there in the air. It's just a decal, so I mean, it is what it is. So you're going to notice first and foremost, like right inside here, it's a little on the bare side, but trust me, there's a lot of stuff going on here. But I had a major malfunction when I started building this thing. The hard drive on my computer, the one that my operating system is stored on and that the game was stored on, basically crashed and died. I didn't lose any of my save files. I was able to keep all of that kind of stuff, but it did something to the whole game, and when I finally put a new drive in and got it all loaded up, I couldn't continue building here anymore. The whole settlement, I don't know what you want to call it, like area, I guess, was just completely destroyed. Like, because I used one mod that makes my settlements much larger so that I can build as large as I want, and it, like, the whole force field thing that goes around, whatever you want to call it, that creates the boundaries, basically got distorted and destroyed, and I couldn't build in here anymore. So I had to leave it. A whole bunch of it ended up being just blank, because all I could do was find like one little spot where I could actually make things, and then I'd have to drag them up into it one at a time, and too much of a pain in the butt. So here we are at the very front of the ship. This is the bottom layer. This is living quarters for the crew. You can see we got a couple guys just hanging out here chit-chatting. Not even watching some TV, but whatever. Over here we have just another bottom layer. This section was actually supposed to be all mechanical stuff. This was supposed to be lined with all sorts of power armor, tools, people using blowtorches and stuff like that. This is where they were going to be doing like all their, like I said, mechanicals. Right up here in the upper floor we have some more living spaces, living quarters with fully functional lockers. You can put all your junk in there. That's the mid deck, and then the upper deck is the mess hall for the crew. There's actually two different mess halls here. In this one we just have some basic picnic type tables, whatever, and as you can see we got some windows so we can see all out. All these textures here are basically Brotherhood of Steel textures, the floors, the walls, windows, etc. Mostly using SOE and maybe even Homemaker, I think. I used a couple of different ones because they all have different types of textures. So all the mods are going to be listed in the description below so you can take a look and see which ones are what. So yeah, now we're going to make our way back, even though you kind of saw a little bit of it. But yes, this was all supposed to be mechanicals down here. I was going to have all kinds of computers and tools and junk, and it didn't work out. Up here we have our observation deck. I actually have somebody sitting here and glitching through the little chair there, but anyway, yeah, we have nice big windows domes so that if we ever come across any, I don't know, spectacular looking planets or galaxies or whatever, you can all come out here and take a look at them. So yeah, we've got ourselves a little observation deck. So yeah, timing wise this actually kind of works out almost the same way it did with my castle build and the release of the Hogwarts game. Everybody thought I had done it for my castle build for Hogwarts, but I didn't. I just did it because I like castles, and so now everybody's going to think I did this for Starfield. No, it was inspired by somebody else's spaceship build, and I just kind of took that and went with it, and the timing just happens to be there. So down here we have the launch bays for all of our planes. Had I been able to continue building, I would eventually replaced all these walls with different types of doors so that these planes could get out of here, but unfortunately we couldn't do that. So all I managed to do was get in some planes and some walkways, and just had to kind of call it quits from there. Like I said, my whole thing got completely messed up, and there was nothing I could really do about it. I think I could maybe turn on workshop in a spot like right here, and then I'd have to walk it all the way back over there, put it down, and then come back over here and reactivate, and it was just too much of a mess. So in here we have our generators, our main power for the ship itself. I've got three giant massive nuclear, I don't know, fission, fusion generators, whatever. Just kind of chilling in here. And now we can actually go back towards the back where we started. So down over here, this is the area where we started. That's our little access in and out of the ship here. We have our med bay. And so in here, just a whole bunch of beds, some chemicals and stuff for doctors and whatnot. We do have a little desk here and a whole bunch of medical supplies. And then up here is supposed to be reception area, computer research, etc. But again, I couldn't finish it, so there were supposed to be a whole bunch of computer monitors up there, but we ended up not being able to do that. Right over here we have security. A little dark in here because I never got to finish doing it, but we do have maps of the world so that they are monitoring things, and a couple of computer screens and whatnot, some weapons and this and that right down here. We also have the, I don't know, security chief's private desk dual monitor setup going on. And up here, just a couple of basic holding cells. Again, I was going to put some lighting up in here, just never really got to finish it. Very sad because I was having a lot of fun building this whole design here. Okay, so we will continue with just going, I guess, layer by layer. So in here we have the captain's quarters and the officer's quarters. This is where we have housing for all of the higher up ranking officers and whatnot, so each one has their own bathroom, their own little bedroom and living space. Pretty much all of them are more or less identical, so I'm not going to go into each and every one, but as you can see, yes, they are pretty much all identical. And then over here we have the captain's quarters. This is his actual living space. Of course, he gets the largest space because he is the captain. He even has his own little fireplace with a fire burning. Don't ask where the smoke goes. Didn't really think that out when I was designing it, so who knows, who cares. Kitchen space, again, I was supposed to put some chairs in here, but couldn't finalize it. He's got his own nice larger bathroom. Unfortunately, that's glitching through. Nothing I could have done about that one, but, you know, it is what it is. Yeah, I didn't get to really come in and do my fine-tuning to make sure that everything looked exactly the way I wanted it to, so... But it does get better as we get up here into the control room. This is where I spent a lot of time finalizing everything right before everything had crashed on me. So we have the captain and co-captain chairs sitting right here. We have a whole bunch of control stations complete with mouse and keyboards that can do a little gaming when the captain's not looking. We have our little robots here hard at work. You know, free labor. Don't have to pay them. They just sit there and push buttons all day, so... another control panel here, another one over here, a whole bunch of different control stations. We do have a rotating globe. If you watched my moon-based build, you saw just this part, because that was actually below the water, and I just kind of stuck this in the water just because it looked really, really cool. Anyway, some more control panels there, and some more control panels over here, and that's basically the whole control station. As you can see, we look straight out over the ship, and you can see just how long it is from here. So... let's see, I think that's about it for the inside. Oh, nope, I forgot all about that. We have the other mess hall over here. Yeah. This is the first one that I had built. This is for general crew, anybody who wants to eat here. I guess you can do the same thing in both ones, who cares. We've got some Nuka-Cola and some Vim, and we have some vittles and whatnot, and veggies, and totally self-sustaining with a nice view, too. So, yeah, got ourselves a little... Yeah. Yes, good for you. You can say yeah. Anyway, yeah, so that's basically the whole design of my ship right here. I had planned to do a whole heck of a lot more, but unfortunately that didn't end up working because, like I said, my computer had crashed and I lost a whole ton of stuff. So, if we come up here, we can see the side of the FTL drives. We even have some... I don't know, coolant vapor seeping out of there to help keep the engines nice and cool for whenever they need to make a jump. Inside here, as you can see, there is actually nothing in here, but this is using... Let's see if I can actually get into my menu before it kills me. Nope, not going to let me do it. Oh, I think it's because I'm also in this mode. But anyway, we do have these motors in here, which are supposed to be making some noise. So actually, what I will do is let me exit out of that, and we'll go back up here just so you can hear what it sounds like with the engines here. Because I put in generators specifically. There you go. Now you can hear the hum of them. To kind of create the same sound of the spaceships from Stargate SG-1. As they fly through space, they make kind of a very similar humming sound to that. So that's pretty much exactly what I was looking for. And so out here we have all of our lighting. That's provided by SOE, Settlement Objects Expanded. They have a whole bunch of different types like Omni lights and directional lights, and so for here I just used, I think, mid-bright Omni lights without shadows. The shadow ones actually really, really hurt your FPS, so take away the shadows and you get nice lighting without having to kill your frames. So here, I don't remember exactly where I got the spaceship parts from. It probably is SOE as well. And then the fire ones I got from, I think, like maybe Homemaker or something along those lines. Like I said, I'll have all of the mods listed below. But these fire flames normally shoot straight up and down, and I had to use Place Anywhere to actually rotate them on their side. There's probably about 4 or 5 different fire flames in each one to kind of fill in those voids and create this look here. Thankfully, Place Anywhere has the ability to duplicate the moves that you make in order to get them to whatever angle you want, so that you can just kind of copy and paste all those moves onto each individual item. So all I had to do is just then spawn the flames and then tell it to copy and paste all those moves that I did, and boom, they all turn sideways, and then I could shoot them in there. And so you can't really see them too much here, but all these little canisters here are just like little canisters that shoot out flames, and then I had to come in here and place in each one individually, and there you go. And then these are just regular exhaust fans that you would see on the sides of buildings, etc. I wish they'd moved faster, but they don't, and so I just kind of stuck them in there because they looked kind of neat, and the way they moved and whatnot. And so yeah, that's how we got our little jet engines right in there. See the grand scale of everything here from the side. You can even see into our control rooms. There is another room up here that I don't showcase because there's nothing in here. It's just completely blank and empty, and I just threw it in here and threw some lights just to make it glow so that when it's nighttime, it's lit up. Doesn't really serve any purpose other than it just kind of filled it in, made it look just a little bit better. But yeah, here you go. Here's the whole outside of the ship. This was a blast to build, and I forget who it was that inspired me with their spaceship build. Theirs, I think, was way better than mine. This was just my kind of random stab at trying to create something that was another little tribute to Stargate, etc. And like I said, of course, everybody's going to say, oh, it's Starfield, it's Starfield. You know, whatever. I'm playing it. It's a good game. It's a fun game. The spaceships are pretty fun and whatnot, so whatever. If you want to take it for that, that's up to you. But yeah, there we go. This is my little spaceship build, kind of a tribute to Stargate's Prometheus and Stargate's Destiny, if you want to say that. Who knows? Anyway, I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. I got plenty more stuff coming up for you. If, still doing the whole famous place things, whatever. If there's any place you want to see me try to build, just leave it in the comments, and I will do what I can. And make no